All right, this video is a quick little video about double number lines. So let's just remember that double number lines are just giving us a set of equivalent ratios, all right? So let's just look at a word problem here. So it says for every 7 kids in choir, there's 3 kids in orchestra. Make a double number line to show your equivalent ratios. So the first thing you need to do is you need to figure out what we're comparing. What two things are we comparing? That's what a ratio does. It compares. So in this case, just go up there and look at your numbers. So it's 7 kids in choir and 3 kids in orchestra. So what I'm comparing is choir and orchestra kids. Okay, so I have to label my number line. Okay, so this is choir and this is orchestra. Okay, all right, so then at that point, sorry, I can't spell there. So then at that point, I'm going to put in my ratio. So my initial ratio is a 7:3 ratio. Okay, so I'm going to put 7 choir kids and 3 orchestra kids. All right, then I'm just going to build out that number line. So if I doubled that ratio, it would be a 14:6 ratio. Okay, if I tripled the ratio, that would be 7 times 3 is 21. 3 times 3 is 9. You might also start seeing that this is just up here. These are all the multiples of 7. These are the multiples of 9. So you can just kind of start working that out as well. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, and let's go 42. Okay. So down here, I'm at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18. Okay, I could keep going. All of these are just showing me equivalent ratios. Okay, so I could answer questions about this now. So if I said, you know, if there's 42 choir kids, how many orchestra kids would that be? Well, there would be 18. You just look straight down here. Okay, so that would be a 42 to 18 ratio. Okay, if I said there were 12 orchestra kids, how many choir kids would that be? You just look there, okay? So that just helps you out. That's just one way to organize your data so that you see all of these equivalent ratios. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do this one. All right, so if I look at this, what am I comparing first? What am I comparing? I'm obviously comparing baseballs to footballs. I'm just going to put B to F. Okay. It doesn't matter which one you put, which order you put it here, as long as your numbers are consistent. So my baseballs are 4, my footballs are 3. So as long as your numbers go, these are my baseballs, so it goes on top. Footballs are here. As long as it's consistent. I mean, I could do footballs and baseballs here as long as my numbers go with it. Okay. So again, I'm just going to build out my ratio table. So these are my multiples of 4, so 8, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Okay? All right, so now let's do some where we'd have to answer some questions. We're going to have to answer some questions, all right? It took Megan 2 hours to complete 3 pages of her essay. Assuming she works at a constant rate, if she works for 8 hours, how many pages will she complete? So first of all, let's look at the first sentence here and figure out what we are comparing. So she works 2 hours and completes 3 pages. So I kind of already helped you here. We're comparing hours to pages. Okay. So the first thing you need to do is you need to figure out what is my ratio of hours to pages. Well, just look, it's been given to you. Hours to pages, 2 to 3. Okay, so it wants to know if she were working 8 hours, how many pages would that be? Well, let's just build it out. 2, 4, 6, 8. So then down here, I need to build it out. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So she obviously had to, she read or finished 12 pages. Okay. Now, some of you might say, well, I'm going to kind of do it a little bit easier here. I did my hours and I did my pages and I got my 2 to 3 ratio. But I just kind of thought, I kind of did an easy way here. If I know that I want to get to 8 hours, I can kind of think, instead of just skip counting up here, I'm going to think, well, how did I go from 2 to 8? Instead of skip counting, didn't I just multiply by 4? So 2 times 4 gives me 8. So as long as I do that to the top of my ratio, just like you would in a fraction, I need to do that to the bottom. So I would multiply by 4 here, okay? And that would give me 3 times 4 would give me 12. So again, I got the same answer, 12 pages, okay? Got the same ratio here, 2 to 3 is the same as 8 to 12, same ratio, okay? All right, let's try one more. I like this. Let's write this one out. So at a fundraiser, for every 4 boxes of chocolate you sold, you earned 3 points. So that's what I'm looking at. 4 boxes of chocolate, 3 points. So let's put that ratio in. Boxes is 4 points to 3. Okay. And it says if you sold 36 boxes, how many points did you earn? So 36 is my boxes. So I want to get to 36 boxes. So you can do one of two ways. You can start building out your ratio, your double number line, or you can kind of see. So how did I go? How did I go from 4 to 36? What did I multiply by? So 4 times 9 would give me 36. So that means I would need to multiply by 9 here. Times 9 would give me 27. So I know she needs to earn, if she sold 36 boxes, she would earn 27 points. All right, that is just a quick example of double number lines. All right, have a great day, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know.